All right, welcome to Mobility Day. We're going to be doing an active mobility session. So we've got the suspension trainer set up and the bands set up. And other than that, you're just going to need something to put your arm on, basically. So we'll get started. First things first, we're going to start with leg swings, which we've been doing a lot of lately. We're going to put our hand up against something, and we're just going to swing forward, backward. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. The key is to keep the chest up and move primarily from the hips and core. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. We're just going to swing through. Let that open up. Because mobility is a big deal when it comes to longevity. What do you mean by longevity? I mean not just the lifespan, but the span of usable years. That's a big deal, the span of usable years. Many people, turns out science is showing, switch sides, that people are living longer, but the last decade kind of sucks, basically. That's what the epidemiological studies are showing, is that your average person in, like, for example, the United States might live longer. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the brightness here. But in living longer, they don't have necessarily better quality of life throughout that extra decade that's been given to people in the last generation or so. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So one of the reasons to strength train and do cardiovascular activity is to add not only years, but quality years, viable years. And that's a bank account that you invest in every day, or you don't. The good news is the body repairs itself. So the bad news is that time and health, health is a depreciating asset. No matter what, you are going to lose health over your lifespan. The question is at what rate? And what's interesting is time is a compounding asset in that as we lose it, the less of it there is, the more valuable it becomes, right? So anyway, thoughts. All right, we're going to go side to side now. Swinging side to side like so. We're going to do that for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. So bearing that in mind, we want to spend time every day investing in our health and our wellness, because that's time that's going to give us time. That's definitely not lost time. People act like their time just disappears, and it doesn't. It is spent one way or another, often on the wrong things, or in a very unbalanced equation. Switch sides, starting in 3, 2, 1. And what I mean by unbalanced is they invest so much time in their career that they sacrifice their health, or they trade their wealth for time and for, quote, health, but the trade-off isn't equal or compounding. It's a deficit account. And this is what I refer to as lateral movement, where you're just trading one thing for the other, but you're not making overall gains. And my goal for all of my clients is to make this apparent, so that way you can make better decisions, get more time and better quality time out of your life. Crazy concept, I know. All right, so now what we're going to do is grab the suspension trainer. And today what we're going to do is take our straps. We're going to hold them at hip level. I'm going to step forward into a lunge, opening my chest, and then step back. Step forward, opening my chest, and step back. And we're going to do that for 10 repetitions on each side. I'm going to keep my back leg straight on the ball of my foot, keeping my hips square, and my palms are going to stay pointed down as I do this. And I want to try to keep my back from arching. I want to try to keep my core tight like so. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Hips are square, core is tight. That's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Very good. Take a little break. So a lot of the time, what we really need to stretch out is the front of our body. Most of us are not actually tight in our back. We might feel discomfort in our back, but rarely is that actually where the imbalance or the tension is stored. Most of the time, the back is responding to the front and tension in the front. So kind of bearing that in mind, understand that we spend a lot of our time trying to opening the hips and the shoulders and chest because we hold a lot of anterior tension on that side. So let's go for number 2, starting in 3, 2, 1. 1. Oop, that was too deep. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Keep the wrists curled in. 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. Remember, we're alternating legs. 7, 8, 8, 9. I apologize for the sniffles. 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Good. Take a break. I've had a little bit of a runny nose the last couple of days. So since my microphone's right here, you get to hear everything. All right, we're going to do one more. And then we're going to switch over to doing over the top with the yellow band. All right, we're going to go for one more. And then we're going to do over the top with the band. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Step into it. 1, let the chest open. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Very good. All right, now go ahead and grab your yellow band or your light band. And we're going to do over the top for 3 sets, which is, again, another chest opener. And why? Because the vast majority of people need mobility on the anterior front side of their body. Hip flexors, chest, and shoulders. So we're going to pull apart, we're going to go over the top, and come back. And we're going to do that for 10 repetitions with 30 seconds rest. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So we're going to open up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Very good. Take a break. So I did something silly. I accidentally stopped the tape in the middle of recording, so I was trying to turn down my music. And I guess that's a stop button. So if there's a weird glitch back there, that's on me. Sorry about that. We're going to do 2 more of these. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 12. Great job. Take a break. You know, one of the reasons we put the mobility day in the middle of the week like this is actually an active recovery day. So you're doing things that are promoting circulation and mobility, but they shouldn't be super hard. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, you should feel like this whole workout's like a 5 max. And the goal is that we're promoting blood flow for recovery and tissue remodeling, but we are not stressing the system in a way that's going to cause greater recovery, meaning a delay in recovery. In fact, we want to be doing things that are going to increase recovery by allowing for better fluid flow, nutrient delivery, and oxygenation of the already used systems. We're going to go for 1 more, starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 12. Very good. All right, go ahead and set this off to the side. Now, we're going to work on full range of motion squatting for mobility's sake. So the key to this is whenever we're working on mobility, we actually want to be leaning back quite a bit because it takes pressure off of the knees and hips, but allows us to move the joint in full range of motion. So I'm going to lean back fairly far. I'm going to sit myself down, trying to open my hips, but not allowing my back to round, keeping my back nice and straight. And then I'm going to come back up. So we're going to do this for 10 repetitions on each, 10 repetitions, and then we'll take 30 seconds off. We'll do that 3 times. So we're going to sit down nice and slow, keeping the back nice and flat, and then coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Take a break. So that shouldn't be super hard. Yesterday we did 15. 10 to 15, obviously that was more in the direction of it being a workout. We're doing a similar movement, but we're lowering the number of repetitions because we're focusing more on the range of motion from the hips than we're focusing on the strength or cardiovascular element. So, you know, the best way to get good at doing something is to do it. So, but we need to do it well. We get what we practice, right? So we have to have purposeful practice. Not just doing repetitions. A lot of the time with fitness and exercise, everybody just counts the reps and doesn't look at it from quality or purposefulness. All right, kind of the way they spend their time. Starting in 3, 2, 1, lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, slow and controlled, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. One more. Again, sorry for the sniffles. You know, when you travel by air, I'm always, whenever I'm in airports or in planes, I'm always thinking to myself, you know, if you're going to catch a bug, it's going to be during travel. And when it's like intensive travel where you're not getting a ton of sleep and things like that, your risk factors just go up and up. You know, your diet's changed, hygiene is different, environment's different, you're being exposed to lots of different people from lots of different places, sharing a lot of air. So the likelihood of you getting a bug on a quick trip is high. And I think that's where I got mine. So lean back. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Very good. All right. So now that we've done that, what we're going to do is switch to a movement we've done previously before, where we're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to sit down we're going to hinge back, trying to get down to touch the top of the feet. From there, I'm going to sit down into a squat. Then I'm going to bring my hips back up and stand back up. I have no idea what we should call these, but we're going to do them. So make sure that you keep your breathing even. And if you're feeling lightheaded, take a breath and give yourself a second. But grab some water. We're going to start this. We're going to do 10 repetitions in about 30 seconds. We'll take a second to get some water, and we're going to do that. Why is mobility just as important as strength or cardiovascular? Because one of the ways that we gauge whether or not, one of the ways we gauge health and longevity is whether or not a person can get up and down from the ground laying. That's number one, just get up and down. Number two is get up and down using one hand while holding an object. Number three is get up and down from laying on the ground without using your hands at all while holding an object. Those are 3 layers of longevity tests that I do with clients to see kind of where they're at, along with like the balancing on one leg, the dead hang from a bar, things like that. So mobility plays big into that getting up and down drill. So we're gonna make sure that we keep on that mobility work. So we're gonna hinge back, we're gonna touch. We're going to sit down into a squat, trying to keep the heels down. Get as low as you can. Drive back up, stand up, and that's 1. And I should be able to do that without tweaking my back. All right, let's go for number 2. So hinge, squat, drive the knees back, hinge back up. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. No, 3. Blech. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. Now notice I don't have to straighten my legs when I come up. 1, so you have to keep a flex in my knees. 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10, just like so. Take a little break. Now, I don't know about you guys, but ever since we did that the first time, I've gotten better at it. Because what we're good at is what we practice, right? So when it comes to mobility, it's these basic types of mobility. Can I get up, get down? Can I reach overhead? That's a big one. But yeah, your 3 main balance, your 3 main longevity markers are grip strength, balance on one leg, the get up drill from the ground. It's not push-ups, it's not sit-ups, it's not how fast you run a mile, it's those 3 things. So a lot of my fitness programs are built in the direction of those 3 things. All right, starting for number 2, starting in 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9. One more. 1, 2, 3, 10. Very good. Take a break. Excellent. We're going to do one more set, and we're going to call it on a short mobility day today. Just a reminder, I will post a class on the 21st, and then I'm going to be out for a while. So if you don't see videos for a week, that's because I'm in Albania on the beach. And then I'll be back, and we'll get right back to it. Now remember, you can go back in the catalog and do any of the past workouts. This is a free repository, so obviously do whatever you enjoy. So, you know, because a little exercise is better than none. A light session is better than no session. So, all right, let's go for one more. We're going to hinge back, touch, bend, come back, come up. That's 1, 2, 3. Notice I'm trying to keep my heels down. Touch, 4, and I'm actually at kind of an incline right now. 5, which really works my ankle mobility. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. All right. So that's pretty much it for today. That should have been about 24, 25 minutes. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Get your 10,000 steps in today. And, you know, eat something green. But remember, when it comes to your health, so real quick, The only non-renewable resource you have is your time. So make sure that you spend your time investing it in your either in your wealth, which is how much command you have over your time. Your wealth highly determines how much command you have over your time, and your health, because it ultimately dictates not only the length of time but the quality of your time. So health, wealth, and time are what wellness is constructed of. So these are what I would call your three main wellness capitals. And, exercise is good, but it's only one piece of a larger equation. And you need to spend some time thinking about, do you do the other things? Do you manage your sleep well? Do you, cook healthy, nutritious food for yourself? Do you get quality downtime and rest? Are you building healthy relationships? Are you there's a lot of things that go into this. Like with wealth, one of the things is some people are so stingy, they're literally making themselves miserable. And some people are so extravagant that there will never be enough money. Like you don't want to be either of those people. So that being said, it's the same thing with health and time. Like it's important to structure your time and be aware of your time. It's also, and be accountable for your time to other people and for yourself. But don't be a miser and don't be extravagant either. There's a middle road. And humans have talked about this for thousands of years, so it ain't nothing new. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for core.